All right, you guys, today I'm going to be reading to you a country card. We're going to be doing this for every country that we learn about this year. So we're starting off with the United States of America. Now, a country card pretty much tells you the basic facts about the country, just some very basic information so that way you know what is most important to know about each country. As you listen to this video, you are going to be taking notes on your United States country card. So any spot where it says type is where you should type. You should have already copied this slide 8 into your Unit 3 DINB, so that way you're able to type into it. So let's get started. USA is the United States of America. The type of government is a constitution-based federal republic. Constitution-based federal republic. So we know if they are constitution-based that this is a limited government, right? Because what limits a government? A constitution. So this is a constitution-based federal republic. Now, how is the government structured? They have an executive branch, which is where the president is the chief of state and the head of government is elected directly by an electoral college, indirectly by popular vote of citizens for a 4-year term. So think of the executive branch of government as the president, and he is the head. We also have legislative branch. The legislative branch is a bicameral Congress, meaning it has 2 separate legislative bodies. It consists of the Senate, who represents the interests of the states, and the House of Representatives, that represents the interests of the population in their districts. The Senate has about 100 members, 2 from each state, and are elected by popular vote for 6-year terms. The House of Representatives has 435 members that are elected by direct popular vote for 2-year terms. So what we can tell here is that the USA is a democracy, right? We get to vote who is in control of these different government branches. So remember, registered voters are the ones that hold the most power here. And last but not least, the judicial branch of government. The judicial branch of government is the U.S. Supreme Court. It consists of 9 justices that are appointed by the president and confirmed by the Senate. So Supreme Court judges serve for life. Isn't that crazy? So the president gets to choose Supreme Court members, and they get to stay that way for the rest of their life. All right, so I underlined some things here that are going to be going into your notes. So make sure anything that is underlined in red as we're going is something that you are to be typing into your journal. All right. The American Constitution was adopted on March 4th, 1789. And it has been amended 27 times. Remember, amended means it has been changed. So as we've grown as a country, laws have changed, laws have been added. For example, the ability for women to vote was not in the original Constitution, and we made an amendment to the Constitution to allow that to happen. So we adopted our Constitution on March 4th, 1789, and it's been amended 27 times. So make sure you write that down on your Constitution. All right, this is not necessarily inside of your notes today, but it's just something that's interesting. I even copied a picture of our flag here at the bottom. The flag consists of 13 equal stripes of red and white. These stand for the 13 colonies that originally were here, the 13 colonies that originally started America when we came over from Europe. In one corner, there is a blue rectangle with 50 stars. The 50 stars represent the 50 states, and the 13 stripes represent the 13 original colonies. Blue stands for loyalty, devotion, truth, justice, and friendship, while red symbolizes courage, enthusiasm, and passion. White stands for the purity and honesty of conduct. So our flag does mean a lot of different things to us. Now this box is something that's very important towards your test. In fact, I'm going to put a little star next to this one because you will have to know where on a map the capital of Washington, D.C. is. In fact, down here on this little map, I can put a little dot for you. It is right about there, okay? So the capital of the United States is Washington, D.C., not to be confused with the state of Washington, which is way up here. Washington, D.C. is a city, and it's over here. We gained our independence from Great Britain on July 4th, 1776. Our population is the third biggest in the world, so we have a lot of people. We have 329,256,465 people as of when this country card was made. Our GDP per capita is about 59,800, so we're ranked 19 in the world. Our ethnicity is a little bit of a mixture. We have about 72% white, 13% black, 5% Asian, and Amerindian and Alaskan Native is about 1%. Now again, this is when this country card was made, so it probably has changed a little bit since then. Our religion, we have about 47% Protestant, 21% Roman Catholic, 2% Mormon, 2% Jewish, 2% other or unspecified, and then 23% of us are actually unaffiliated, which means that we either follow a religion that doesn't necessarily have a name or fit into a certain type of religion, or we don't have a religion at all. And our literacy rate is about 99%, which is extremely high. Literacy is the ability to read or, sorry about my handwriting, read or write. So about 99% of us can read or write. All right. So you should have filled in all of this information so far. Actually, we haven't gotten to these two, but you should have filled in these two for sure. And also these at the bottom, they kind of go a little bit out of order, but that's okay. All right, civil rights and freedoms. The first 10 amendments of the Constitution are known as the Bill of Rights. We learned this in our government unit. The Bill of Rights protects rights such as freedoms of religion, assembly, speech, press, and the right to keep and bear arms. Other amendments provide for equal protection of the law and fair treatment before the law. So remember, this was our civic rights. Remember, these are things that you can do if you want. For voting, all citizens 18 years of age and older can vote here. Remember, this is one of our vocab words, suffrage. Suffrage is the right to vote. So suffrage is allowed to us when we are 18 years or older. Political parties. Our major parties are the Democratic and the Republican Party. So those are our major parties. That's inside of our notes right here. Minor parties is the Green Party, Libertarian Party, and many, many more. There's lots of different types. Here are some links to some what were current issues back when this document was made. So our current issues, I guess this is like updated websites. So you can copy and paste these links if you want to see more. You can also scan this QR code right here with your phone if you would like to look up some more major issues of the USA. So that concludes our USA country card, and all of these notes should be filled in.